Microphone on. Is everything running? Microphone on. Oh my god, help! Help! Let's not forget to turn off the sound on my tablet. I don't need to hear myself double. Because that was... I've used it in my holiday, so because I was demonstrating stuff. And then, of course, the tablet was the only thing I could have to watch videos on. So, yes, I forgot that I had turned on the sound on that. Anyways, I'm back. What a journey. So yeah, I drove from Poland to the Netherlands. Hey, Doodles! No worries, thank you so much for the look. You know that. So before I left, because I know it's about 800,000 kilometers in driving in total. And I had a service before I went because I had a feeling that my brakes needed doing. And I was close to 100,000 kilometers on my car, so it's like, time for a service, time to have everything checked. And I had to replace my brakes. And that was expensive. That wasn't cheap. On my way back, oil light went on. Fuck. That shouldn't happen because I've just had an oil change and everything. And yes, I broke down and I think the head gasket's gone in. So that's a very expensive... The part is not expensive. It's just a piece of paper in between the two engine blocks. And yes, I know about cars. But they have to take the engine apart. And that's expensive. So I have no idea how I'm going to pay for that at the moment because I just went away on holiday, spent money. So yeah. Any cosplay plans that require me buying things might have to be put on hold until I can figure out how to pay for this. Where I live, although Poland is pretty good with public transport, not where I live. The bus is 15-minute walk and they come once every half an hour. So my car is pretty much, I need my car to do stuff and get around. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting problem. So yes, I might be able to afford to buy a zipper for this chest armor, but yeah, anything else might have to just wait, use what I have, and plan accordingly. I guess I have a lot of things to finish up still. So yes, that is a definite problem. Guess I shouldn't have spent so much money. I need to start saving for these kind of things happening. So yeah, but you know. One of those things. Oh yeah, and yesterday I managed to cut my finger quite badly. It's healing, but it went quite deep. It's going to be an interesting scar, that's for sure. But yeah. That's just as a lesson. You know, when I talk and say I am silent because I'm using sharp tools, that's usually why. Because I was too busy just thinking in my head about all kinds of things while trying to remove the hair of a monster high doll. So I removed the plastic hair that he had and filled it up. And I just went whew, straight into my finger. Not good. Luckily, I am one of those people that has a massive first aid kit. I have an extensive first aid kit. So, I could take care of everything. It's like, yeah, I can move it still. So I didn't cut any tendons. It's just a big flesh wound. So, put some pressure on it for a while. And just use some strips to, you know, cross-wired so that the skin goes a little bit more closer together so it doesn't become too big of a scar, but you know. 140 collection. I have a few. Anyways. Right. So, what we're going to do today. So what we left off 2 weeks ago, I decided that it's not working with the holes that are in there. So, what I was thinking of doing is making the front the smooth profile, and grabbing the booby cup, and just sticking it on, gluing it on, and then cut open the inside. Because I couldn't get this to fit properly, and if I can just stick it on, like, boop, onto the armour, then I know it's perfectly sound, round, and done. So I may have to make a new one of those, because it's not. It's a bit of a boat shape instead of a circle. But I'll have a look and see if I can figure out how I can make that otherwise work. I might have to just get those points, because I took the points in so they become longer. And if that works and looks okay, then I have to make another one. And I'll use that as an example. So what I did before I started, I painted out another... I'll go to my crafting table so you can actually see what I'm doing. So this is the original that has the cutouts for the cups. So I printed out the original that I made this out of, and I'll just stick this underneath so that we know where the lines are here, and then fill up that little bit of a hole there, and the same on this one. So I've got the holes to go there, and then just tape this up, and then should kinda work. So I've made some changes, but only this one that I need to really like that somewhere. It looks like it's a difference. I did print it out in the same percentage. Anyways, but yeah, we'll cut this, play tape. Where's the tape? On my other desk, isn't it? It is on my other desk. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Wah! Tape! Because I did this beforehand. Yep. Where did I put the tape? Oh, it's hidden behind my drink. Of course. Of course. Anyways. Ugh. Sorry, I need the coffee. Sleep has been a little bit of a problem lately. So, we're gonna stick you down there. Kinda the scissors. Cut this off. Okay. Okay. Take that side down. And then we have the alteration needed. There we go. And where's my little hole cutter thingy? Where are you? That's the problem when you've been on holiday. It's like trying to remember where I put everything. Ah, there it is. Here you go. Hey, Fraxy! How you doing? Yeah, the mortal wound that I had on my finger. It bled really badly, but you know, it's quite normal for those kind of things. So, piece of baby goes there. Right. Now, let's put this underneath. It's a song for you, Frax, called Caffeine. Might be a bit too shouty, but... A cracked red? What did you do, Frax? Is that from sailing? Well, the song is perfect. I have my caffeine here next to me. Frappuccino is my lover. These guys are really insane. Oh no! Oh my god! But like cracked or broken, yeah. So I assume cracked as in a hairline fracture, not like fully broken. Even then, they can't do much about it because. Right. But at least I'm glad you went to urgent care. Ugh. You're allowed to have that when that happens. Because that's no fun, because that hurts breathing. Then my little cut on my finger is not that bad. Ah, dosing up. Right, so now you can see that the original one, I've made some mistakes because that's not straight. We all know I have problems with straight lines, but that's pretty bad. So and also this should be this way, shouldn't it? Instead of going straight from there. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's grab a piece of paper that has a straight line. That way I know it's a straight line. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure that was 3 centimeters that I calculated. Ow, that hurts. Oh god, my eyesight. Yeah, about 3 centimeters. There, I make 2 lines, because 2 lines is the only way to know if something is so. And put you straight on there. So that's the straight line. There we go. There's a straight line. Okay, so is that straight-ish? There we go. I'll put the ruler against it. Kind of. Oops. Can't wait for this to be transferred to a piece of cardboard so I don't have pieces. So much tape. Okay. And now, because that's kind of what I was wondering every time. It didn't feel like it was straight. Right, so right. Let's tape that all down. And we covered up the booby hole. Actually, it's a good time. It's October. It's Boobtober. It's officially the National Month of Breast Cancer Awareness. So, if I raid anybody, I will check first to make sure there's someone streaming for Boobtober. We might just raid a person doing that. I was thinking of doing it, but I was going to be away. So I was like, it's going to be a bit difficult trying to organize it. So I decided not to do it and just raid into people that are so it's actually quite appropriate for us to be talking about booby cups while me being in Boobtober. Right, so take all that close, and then we can start seeing if I have enough. Oh yeah, no, I have foam because I did buy some before I realized I need to save money. Gee. Right, it looks like the most Frankenstein piece of paper ever. And we can make some registration marks. Okay. There we go. Right. Now, these pieces need to go away because I can't have them here because then they will get in the way. That's the pattern pieces, these two that I need. Yes. The tape goes back to where it's supposed to be so I know where it is. Put everything back in its space. Good. Good. That's the only good thing of going on holiday. Everything was cleared up and clean and put away because the cat sitter comes around and I didn't want to have a mess. I did have a problem. Like, why I turned my computer on here and like, why is nothing working? Oh yeah, because I removed the network cable because the network cable runs all the way to the other side of the room and I always disconnect it. So, you know, I don't want not want to be sued because she fell over the piece of cable. Or for the cat to accidentally... If I'm here, I don't care what the cat does because I'm here and I can take care of her. But I'm not here. And only if someone comes once every day, I don't want to risk it. So, heat gun can go here. Oh yeah, we need to remove the old pieces, don't we? Alright. Yoink. This is what we have at the moment. Yep. No ASMR. Here we go. And this was the culprit yesterday. That cut my finger. So yes, let's be careful. Oh, that went easy. Actually, that's not good that I can pull it off that way. That's not supposed to be able to do that. Can I pull it as easily from this side as well? Yes. Ha! That's not a good sign. Because that shouldn't happen that easily. I wonder. Now, I need to clean up edges. So I don't want to have old glue on there. Now what do we use for that? Acetone! Oh, no polish with acetone. We don't need it super concentrated. Come on. There we go. Right. What I might do is heat seal these areas and see if that helps with the glue. Because I really don't want it to let go while I'm wearing it, of course, because it's armor. It's going to have a little bit of stress on it. This is annoying, but necessary. Alright, getting there. Come on. There's another Psycho Stick song. It's just so recognizable. Alright, grab a new one. Oh god. They're so fucking hilarious. I hate breakdowns. I had a breakdown. Of course. Alright, let's put these aside. Clean that side. Anyways. Ah, come on! Glue remove. I know this is boring, but it needs to be done. Sorry. What we got? Oh. Right. Come on. God. I think that will do. Right, that's one side done. Well, almost. Take another pin. Really need to clean my desk. I actually should paint it again because it's got dents and scuffs and all kinds of damage. Put a little bit on here and let you sink in. And I go get another thing I actually could do before that is put some warbler on this back. So I said one of the things I want to do on the inside is to have a support beam here and one going that way, and that in that middle is where I'm going to put a, I don't know, that sounds wrong on the screen. A pipe, something like the plastic piping that I used inside the chainsaw, and either have 2 on the side or 2 above each other. I don't know yet. So that I'm going to put so I can have the backpack slide onto it, so that it's, and then use magnets to hold it on there. And then if it's a pipe, I can run any wires through it if I need to. I don't know if I have to, but it'd be handy to have in case I'm going to put a battery in that backpack, so I can have lights or something in there. Like, why make it easy when I can make it more difficult? Of course, that's much the general consensus of me doing anything. Why do you think this build has been taking more than 2 years? I mean, if it did everything the way I should have done, and I should have been done by now, but I did, one of those. But yeah, I still need to put like a piece of warbler there and a warbler put it over there, because that will hold it a bit more structurally sound. So what I'll do is I'll do the front and the side. Don't glue them on here yet, but glue them together, and then I can tape them together and I can see for fit. Because I also think it'd be easier to glue the booby cups and the cutting out easier if it's not on one piece. So right, you go there. Grab my... Because I put it all away, didn't I? Because, I had to clean up. Stay standing. Thank you. Can I have this one, please? Just that one, not the warbler. Warbler will come later. Give it. Thank you. Foam. Oh god. Hey, a big roll. I love how they roll them up. I always keep this because I can reuse it, try and roll it up again, or roll anything else up. Come on. Go, stick there. Thank you. And then you stick there, and then you can go to the side. Coffee cup is empty. It's almost ASMR if I don't speak. Well, I didn't have any music on, of course. Go. Go there. Yeah. And the last one. Ugh, these are so unhandleable. I have this massive desk and it's still problematic trying to get them to work. Right, so now trying to unroll it to behave. So one goes that way and one goes the other way, and I have a Sharpie. Well, not a Sharpie. I've got a Posca marker. If I could reach. Alright. Okay. Ugh. There you go. And then turn it around. Go on the other side. Good. Come on. Yeah. Here we go. That's. Oh, I need my cutting mat, of course. Damn it. It's on the floor. Ooh. Ah. Okay. Ah. Is this really 5? It feels like this is wrong. Why am I suddenly... No, this is 10mm. Fuck, this is the wrong size. I'm making it out of 5, and this is 10. Where's my 5mm gone? Unless they sent me 10 when I ordered 5. That's the 7. Is this the 5? This might be the 5. Oh god, come out. How'll that work? And I didn't even realise, and I'm like, hang on a sec. Are you 5 or are you 3? I need my glasses for this almost. God damn it. When it's like literally millimeters, I'm like, the fuck? Yeah, this is 5mm. God damn it. Oh well, I'll only drawn on it. Didn't cut it yet. Damn it, come here. All that unraveling and I have to go and pack that up again. Oh well, guess what, I'm unpacking this one. I'll do the other one any other time. And this is the stiffer foam, right? Okay, no, we're fine. I bought the 10mm for the backpack, so at least we know we can get to that. Oh, the plastic. I was thinking I haven't cut a bit out of here yet, have I? Oh well. Anyways. Now the question is, can I put one and then two? Yes. Do that. Anyways, again, check your material before you cut anything. I'm a fucking idiot. It's been that day. It's been this week has not been mine. Let's just say it that way. Got my finger, car broken down. At least I got to see my aunt and uncle and my cousin and her partner. I learned a new card game that was absolutely hilarious. Okay, that's one. Now, if I'm smart, I'm using this edge, which is straight, for this. Perfect. I hope this is going to be alright and this is going to work so we can continue. We will find out. Alright. Now, oh, stay there. Careful with the fucking knife. There we go, that's one. Whee! I should put both mats on, but okay. That's two. And have to turn it around, yes. That one is that way around. I need this way around. Why don't you fit? And that's another one. And now, so that one is that way around. So now I need to put it that way around. Ugh, this is such a pain to do. If I go do you that way around, can I fit some better? Yes. Put something heavy on the other side. Stay there. Ah, no, that's fine. Just on the edge. Okay. Almost. Turn the microphone off, but I noticed. Right, and the other way around. Right, okay. Pieces. We will see how this goes. Here we go there for a second. Sharp knife alert. Okay. Okay, move it over. Yoink. Right. Move, roll away. Excellent. Right. Now I can finally sit down again. Ooh. It's one of the reasons. This table is quite high, so I'm using a higher chair as well. So when I do stand and do stuff, I'm not like shrimped, as we call it. Okay. Right. Again, I'm going to be quiet because otherwise shit like this happens. So I'm going to concentrate while I'm carving with a sharp knife. Okay. Oh, and an ad starts in about a minute, so you might get an ad. With my mat. Okay. Okay. How am I gonna do this one this way? Ah. Okay. It's a larger piece, so that's one. That one's that side. Okay. Right, and another one. And two. This last piece. Okay, this way around. That reminds me, I still have to put up the video from the last stream that we did because we got interrupted by the internet. Well, I haven't glued those two together yet. I should set some time of that for that tomorrow. So you go. How is the... Okay. Since I haven't glued these together yet, that way. And that's gonna heat seal it, see if that will help. Yoink. Plug in. It works. Let's see. Oh, I need to clean these scissors. nice little thin layer on both sides, and then we have to wait. Alright, you go lean against there. There. Okay, you lean. Stay. Thank you. Yeah. I'm making sure I'm doing it right. Just, you know. What the hell? Well, what's the French for? What is this, the sun? I mean... Yeah, it was. That's interesting. Anyway, I don't like this one, so let's chip. Next! Anyways, I have to wait for this to dry. Put a little bit more of a thicker layer on, hopefully that sorts out the fact I could actually rip that apart, and we shouldn't be able to rip this apart. Maybe they changed the glue. I mean, it means I have to find new glue again, because that's really annoying. Gah. Let go of my finger. Thank you. No, it didn't. Right. Let go of my finger. Thank you. So yeah, now this is the problem always. It's like you have to wait for the glue to dry. Let's put the lid on the glue. Which is weird. I still say, to this day, every time I do this, it's like, you have to wait for the glue to dry before you stick it together. It's like, eh. So unusual. That side is pretty much dry. This side is still shiny, so we'll have to wait for that side. Why can I not? Thank you. Just a little bit more power, that's all. Oh. Yeah. Come on, hurry up. This is always one of those things. Well, we can actually have a look at shaping this a little bit better. I have to be careful again, because we all know what happens. Cut away from you, not towards you. Okay, that makes a little bit better. Still not. That makes a bit of work more round. So now just cut this side. That a bit more round. Yeah, it's getting there. So it's like squeeze on top. Yeah, that might work. Are you dry? You are dry. Right, there we go. Let's try this. Oh, I'm shaking. Right. Okay, make sure that I do both sides. God damn it! Come on. Power! Tape! Okay. That's quite a shape already. That's not the shape we need, but because, you know, Warhammer boobs. Maybe that's why it didn't work the way I was trying to do it. Because this is also the shape that it needs to be, but then slightly different. Right. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. Because that's, in principle, a better actual economical shape as it would be. But for some reason they just have a... that. In principle. Well, we're getting there. I might have to make it just slightly smaller. Because it looks massive. For some reason, her torso is so fucking long. I don't know how he designed that. But yeah, if you look at hers... Well, actually, it does fit. Maybe a little bit higher. Because it sits like here. It's like, this is where her boobs are. It's like, normal boobs don't, they're a bit lower. Like, they're like here. Like, that's where the boobs are going to. Yeah, maybe I need to make it a tiny bit smaller. I mean, it's not gonna be, you know, my shape, but... But that's kind of what we're looking at. Right. So yeah, maybe make them smaller. So I have an idea for next time. We need to, next time. Yeah, what time is it? Oh yeah, okay. I've got an hour. So put you aside. Do the other one. Nope. Yoink. Right. That's one. Can you lean against that? Yep. Okay. last bit. Just have to make a decision on how much smaller it needs to go. The boot cups, that's it. Right, stand there. Put the lid back on because this glue just goes off. Right, I have to wait for that again. Now, oh, I was just thinking. See, I had an idea in my head. Because this is the other size that I did. I can compare. Can you go there for a second? So this kind of the right size, looking at that. Kind of does, doesn't it? It's a bit too concave. Maybe a tiny bit bigger. I need to cut so it's not so high. I think it needs to be just a tiny bit bigger than that compared to like this one. Yeah. So let's have a look. While we're waiting for the glue to dry. Where's the other one? Here. So this is the first one I printed out. This is this one. And this is the other one. So something in between, I think. I think this one is 14. No. That's 7. So this is 10, and I think this is 14. It's not the length. This is for the scale that I did. So that's almost 34. Somewhere in between these two. I think I need to just do 12. I think. I think this is 10 centimeters. This is 10 centimeters. That's 14 centimeters. So we need 12 centimeters. Well, at least we can try it. I mean, I know I'm going to be in between, and we can see which one size is better. But I'm also well aware I'm running out of the smaller foam, the more flexible foam. Yeah, that's 10, and so that was like, yeah, pretty sure that was 14. Was this 14? I can't remember now. I should have written it down. I really should have written it down. Like everything, you need to write down what you're doing. I think I did that one is 210 and this was 140. Somehow in my brain that's what's stuck. I think if I do 16 or 17, 6, 7, $14, 17, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Or 17. I can always cut down a little. Because they're quite, when you're making a sphere, they're quite high. And I don't need them to be that high. I just need them. Actually, I can try it on here. $10, $15, that's $16. Damn it! I think I'm going to try 16. Right, is this dry? Yes, it's dry. Okay. Okay. Ah, I'm going cross-eyed, trying to put this together. No, not there. There. God damn it, come on. Tape. There you go. Where's the other one? Ah! No, the spammer. Go away, spammy spams. You're banned. Well, timed out, because no use banning you, because your account will be disappearing anyway. Now, let's try put them together with the back, just with tape, not with glue. So I think it'd be best if I don't do that until I'm really ready, so we can try it on for size. Okay, you go out of the way. No need glue. Use the blue tape. Gonna be having to bend you. Ah! Come on, tape. That way around. Ooh. Come on. Yeah. Stay that way. Come on, stick together there. Right, okay. Now we're going to find out as well if trying to have a front zipper is going to be good. Oh, baby cup, away. I don't know, why is this not... Have to have some more gluing down there, because I can see it. Edges are not together. Alright, you go over there. And try and put the shoulder together. Stick. Come on. There we go. Now let's see if this fits. Before I glue it fully together. Ah! Why is this blue tape not taping? Come on. Right, so can I Can I get into you? That sounded wrong. Oh, the blue tape's gonna go see-through because of the. Oh, if you hear any cracking, that's just my shoulder. Don't worry about it. No. I might have to just not be able to get into this without assistance. How am I gonna do this? Oh, that works. Alright, okay. Huh, almost. Can I get this? So, yeah, the top needs to be adjusted. And then don't forget, I'm also wearing something else. Hang on, let me... Right. So, the bottom half goes together. Fine. That goes fine. It's just here I need to adjust the lines because it's too big. But other than that, I need to try it on with the dress underneath to make sure that I have space. But that, in principle, doesn't look too bad. Oh, actually, that's weird. Why is that sticking out? So... Well, you can see on the back there's this gap. Interesting. Because I need that to be close to my back. Because the neck piece is going to go... Oh, but actually... No, that's a bit too far, isn't it? I mean, when a neck piece is on... Would that be okay? I need to... Or is that too far away? Or do I need to push it outwards so that... No, it does look like I need to make the back shorter. Or at least cut it in. So other than that... Yeah, and adjust this, because I need it to be straight, of course. So I put this together, it doesn't work. Sticks out as much. So I need to adjust that. But that's okay, we can fix that. But yeah, the back. Needs to cut in. Okay. I mean, we can just cut it and then make a V and then it will go closer to my back. Just standing up straight, actually. Nope, still sticks out a little. But then, again, I need to think about the fact there's going to be that back piece on there. So I don't think it's too bad, actually. If you think about it, my neck needs to be... This neck piece is going to go over it. I have to think about that. We could also adjust that. That's not a problem. It's just getting this on and off without, you know, breaking the shoulders. That's gonna... Because if I can't take it off without breaking the shoulders like I just did. I mean, that might be another idea, that I make the shoulders removable. There's like, instead of gluing them, putting them with Velcro so I can get in and out easier. But yeah, I might need to, here in the middle, where the line is, just to cut it out, make a little of a V, and then just roll it in so that it goes up. Just a tiny bit. And I need to, of course, adjust the front. But other than that, that's... Also, if you think about it, if I need for my artillery witch cosplay, I need something similar, but the shape is different. So it's got like a chest, an all-in-one chest piece. But the bottom is pretty much right. So let's put you on there. Oops. I'm just thinking now because I don't really have... I need to print out, but we all know how much of a problem my printer is. So let's have a look at... Give me... So that might be something that I need to think about, is that I might need, besides a zipper, front zipper, have the shoulders loose so that I can actually put it on easier and then just close the shoulders. Because the shoulder pads are sitting on it. Nobody's going to see what's underneath it. So I've got the neck and shoulder pieces. So nobody's going to see if this is not glued. So that I think I need to do that. Literally just have Velcro go over, since nobody's going to see it. Or go under. I think over is better. Now, one thing I do need to think about is I've got these two sizes. So that one is definitely too big. It just doesn't look right. If you compare it, it doesn't need to be that big. But this one is too small. Because it needs to be from there. It needs to sit there and then so where's my so I think if that one is 14 and this one 21, then I think I need 17. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 14 and 21. I'm pretty sure that's 140%, that's 210%. So I need to do 170%, and I think... Hey, Henrik! Well, I kind of got to the end. Because I kind of got, like, done all the things I can do at the moment. So I need to reprint a couple of things. Sorry. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream than I normally have. I normally go on till 7, but I'll show you what I've done. So, you know we had the big holes here, like... We go sit there for a sec. Oh, is it this one? No, it's this one. No, it is this one. Here we go. So this is what I had first. So this is what I had first. And we just couldn't get it to work with the The booby cup. Here we go. Or the bigger one. And I just couldn't get it to work and look right. So last time I decided that I wanted to redo the front without this cutout. And then we could just see if we could just plop up, glue on the booby cup and then cut out in the bottom. So that's what I did. So I printed out and then corrected the pattern that I had. So the cut that was here is gone. And then glued it back together. And you can see this has already got a bit of a boob shape because it's female armour. So I've just tried it on. And I've got a bit of a space in the back. So I need to make an adjustment to the back. But in size-wise, and this is too far. This needs to go in. This front bit. It snaps. But in general, it goes around me. So I need to still fit it with when I have the dress on and the waist belt, the waist cincher, to make sure it does, fully fit. But we've just been looking at, so this was the first one that I made. It's kind of too small because it kind of sits. I mean, again, the way they drawn where the boobs sit here, like where my armpit sits. That's kind of where he drew the boobs. Boobs don't sit there. even for a young person that has perky ones, they don't sit that high. I don't know. They kind of drew them to be here, where in the elbow area, and boobs don't sit there, so they sit a bit lower, but. That's why it looks like she's got a massive torso, massive waist. So the booby cup, this one, is kind of too small. It needs to be a tiny bit, but then this one that I made later is far too big. Looks wrong. So I need to make something that's in between these two. And I need to check if I have enough. Oh God. Yeah, actually. And the third boob cup was just right. Oh, Goldilocks moment. Oh my God. Oh, yes. But yeah, this one is I mean, it's still too round, but I think if I make a bigger one and then cut a bit down, like this one is not as high because I cut a bit off. I think if I make a slightly bigger one and then cut the edge, I think that would work. And I'll just glue it on and then cut and then go on the inside and then just cut open. Actually, might not even need that. Well, actually, may actually don't need that. Because the shape's there, it kind of doesn't need, it just needs the shape. I can just glue it on and not bother about it, because you can kind of see the profile. Yeah, I think. But the problem is, that means I have to go to my printer and get the pattern, print it out, and then have to like find the other piece of EVA foam. I don't even know if I have enough of it. I mean, I can cut it out of the high density EVA foam. I mean, I've got pieces that I can cut from. Do I have... No, don't fall over. Soft density. These are some pieces. Are you 5mm? I think you are. Oh, there it is. Oh, I should have enough. I should have enough. Yeah, I know. It's the, you know, it's the same problem that I have. Like, every time I do anything, I need to try it, put it on, and then see. So, thing is, if I had a good working printer, and with the fucking problem with my car, I won't be able to buy a new printer. I was planning on doing that next month, but yeah, not gonna happen. But yeah, I need something like here, but sunken in. But yeah, I need to go out and go to my printer and print it out and then cut it. And I mean, if people don't mind waiting while I do that. You might hear me swear a lot because the fucking printer's a pain. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm like. I've got this size. I got this size, and I'm making one that's in between. And in principle, this is the last thing because this is glued on. But I wanted to do this before I glued this to the side. So also, what I've just done is when I tried it on, I can't get in and out easily, even with the front closure. So I might need to make a shoulder system so that I can take the shoulders apart. Since there's the neck and shoulder piece on top of this, you're not going to see it anyway. So I'm thinking of just putting some straps so that they go together, so that I can get in and out easier. It's just the shoulders. That's fine. The rest is fine. So, because then I can just put it on and put the shoulders and then zip it up. And yeah, because of the neck and the shoulder pieces, it's not going to be visible anyway. So and I will be putting magnets in probably so that the shoulder pieces don't move when I move my shoulders. But yeah, I have some considerations to make because at least he doesn't have these massive fleur-de-lis emblems on the top of her boobs to just, you know, make him headlights. Because I'm also thinking that I need to start. So once I have kind of all the sizes figured out, and put the basics together. I've seen them on others, and it's like it just looks weird. Is I need to start on the neck and shoulder pieces, so that I no use doing any decoration on this until I have that, so I can fit them both together. No idea I'm going to do that yet. But yeah, one of the things I need to do is, well, an ad just started. So in the next 3 minutes, I'm just going to see if I can print out this other size baby cup. What did I say? 17?
Praise the Emperor!
Thank you, Bakanda. 17 centimeters. I'll be right back. Yeah, 170%. Okay. Can you not fit in one? Seriously, you should be able to. Oh, god damn it. It looks like you should fit on one. I guess. Now, brains, please. I know you can hear me, everybody, but hey, it won't go. You printing the other one as well? You're gonna complain again. No, you going? No, you got stuck. Fucking printer. Yes, I know. You got stuck. Oh. Fuck's sake. Oh, stop it. As I expected, fucking printer got stuck. Always the paper. Right, give me 2 seconds to try and unstuck the paper there. Goddamn paper jam. Come on. Am I back? Oh, the fuck happened? My internet disconnected. Is everybody still here? I should be back. Cause fucking internet, of course. Why? Right. Of course this happened. God damn it. Did I get it? Of course my internet disconnected when I get a frickin'... Did I get it? Yes, I'm back. Okay, okay. Hi, Winter Moon. Welcome to the stream. Well, frustratingly, my internet just cut out for some reason. So, don't know if I missed anything, but yeah, I'm here. Gah. Why do these things always happen to me? Anyways, I printed out after I fought with my printer, and that's probably when the internet disconnected, because the router's near the printer. I fought in one, and I printed out a 17cm one. Oh, come on. Mouse. Oh, right, anyways. Let's... No problem, Henrik. So it's actually doing alright. So we made a change. Now my stream alarm says I'm live. I've been live for a long time. So first I wanted to make the front with the cutout and then enter the booby cup. It just didn't work out. It just either I made amendments to the armor wrong or not. But in the end, I decided to go back to the original sized armor and without any amendments. Well, size. And now what I'm going to do is it's just a square and to place it on top. This one is too small. That one's too big. So I just printed one out that's in the middle of these two, and hopefully that will work. So yeah. I don't know why they couldn't print this on one piece of paper, but we'll have some more scrap paper. As a constant list maker, I always use paper a lot, so... one side. Two sides. And I need a little here. Come on. Right, so yeah, that's a little bit bigger, so maybe that will work. So let's move that there. I'll need cut 4. The only problem is every time I do this, I'm using up. Where is my marker? God, why do I always lose everything? It's not even a big room. Ah, there it is. Ah, yes. Yeah. I mean, there is just not many options if you want to cosplay a woman in Warhammer. If you stay within the original storylines and not in any of the games that came after. Kind of gets, if you want to play a female within Warhammer, you kind of got stuck with the Sisters of Battle. The Blood Angels do have really awesome armor, though. I do agree that it's armor-wise, it's one of the better looking armors. I mean, the Space Wolves are pretty cool, but just because they're different, you know. And I like myself an anarchist. Even though they're still for the same. I mean, you got more options if you stay into, you know, the normal Warhammer, the fancy Warhammer stuff, and not Warhammer40k. But still. Especially when I got into Warhammer back in the early 2000s, there was so little options. It's a little bit better now. As some people say, it's probably got a bit woke, you know. Right, that's 1, 2, and 3, and I need 4 in total. Can I put one out here? I mean, I know a female cosplayer who does Space Marines. She's got a Space Marine outfit. But I don't know. I played with. I had a Sisters of Battle army. So do I still have it? No. When I moved to Poland, I sold everything because I was limited. Yeah. It was for me. It was an ex-boyfriend. The only reason I'm sad that we split up is because Horus Heresy, he's got all the books. I've got all mine. I've got all the Inquisitor books, Eisenhorn and stuff like that. So, oh, that's too much. All right. Now, when I do this, I might be a bit quiet because otherwise things like this happen. That's not paint, that's a massive cut. I need to learn that when I use sharp implements, I need to concentrate. Yeah. Luckily, it's a flesh wound and nothing important got hit. But yeah. Now I wasn't doing this. So I'm working on modifying a couple of monster high dolls, and I've taken the men have this plastic hair that I had to remove, and I was like cutting and yeah, that wasn't smart. Yeah, this body scratch. Well, it's quite deep. It will leave an interesting scar, that's for sure, because the sides are not fully together. I kind of taped it back together. Well, after at first I had a massive pressure bandage on it because I was literally going through the first aid kit, and then when I walked back, it's like blood drips everywhere. I had to clean that up. It's like So I had a pressure bandage for like a day, and then so that makes sure that the inside healed a bit, and then now I've then just held like the tape and then just went crossways so to keep it all together. It's still a big gash, but it's collect. Stop bleeding. And can I have my camera? Thank you. See, all I have to do is look angry at it. But I always on stream I say, if I'm quiet, it's because I'm using sharp knives. Okay. See, I'm ex-military, I'm ex-army, and I have a pretty big first aid kit. I'm probably one of the few people that actually has a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. So yeah, I have a massive first aid kit with pressure bandages. Even stuff for burns, because I do burn myself sometimes, because you know I really am the clutch that I am. I also have a large amount of they're usually used for burns, so they've got one side that's like a plastic, but it's blood seeps through. I have a lot of those bandages. I use them for tattoos. So at night when I want to sleep, I don't, when you can't put anything on a tattoo really, because you don't want it to stick. But I used those burn marks on my tattoo here, so that I could cover it, and at night I'm not like moving. So. Right, let's put some glue and see if this size is the right size. Okay. Alright, so you go there. Yeah, I do soldering sometimes because like I have on my my chainsaw, it's got like a soundboard, and speakers and all that, so I have to solder that all together. And occasionally I'll solder other things together, like just and yeah, I know myself too well. Luckily, I don't have a gas hob or oven, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I have a induction plate and an electrical oven. So, right, you stand there, you stand there. Let's do these two. I just have a tendency to be a little bit accident prone because I get distracted too quickly. Thank you, ADHD. That's why I don't like cooking. You have to pay attention when you cook. I don't mind baking because it's an action. And until you put something in the oven, you don't have to really pay attention to it. You can stop halfway through and stuff like that. And then when you put it in the oven, you put a timer on. Yep. Even if I make ramen and I have to like pour hot water on it and leave it for 3 minutes, I set the timer. 'Cause I will forget. I'll be distracted. My current hyperfixation is K-pop. How about that? There's no option here to have a gas oven, so it has to be electric in this apartment, so... Right. Leave you there. But yeah, I mean, I still burn myself on the oven, even though it's electric, because I'll be like grabbing something from it and then forgetting to actually, with the oven glove, to pull it towards me and then grabbing the thing instead of trying to go in and grabbing the thing when the oven's still on. Yeah, I'm zoning out. Yeah, that happens. Where the fuck did the day go? Or like, oh, I have this new piece of information. I need to search everything about it. So this is the thing. It's like a new hyperfixation. I got into K-pop. I'm normally, as you can listen to the music I normally listen to here, it's metal and rock and punk. And there's one K-pop group that I just suddenly got really interested in and just grabbed my attention. And that's why I now have Monster High dolls, because I'm going to turn them into them. Because of course my hyperfixation is crafting. I go with the flow these days. Somebody said, "Can you not like get like medication?" I'm like, yeah. I have. This is why I live with lists. I live with lists. Things I need to get, need to do. Although currently I will not be able to spend any money anymore because my car broke down and I need to replace the head gasket on it, which is fucking expensive. So, and that's another thing. I haven't called the garage yet because I don't know how I'm going to pay for it yet. But I put it in for a service, and now my brain wants to know whether they could have done something during the service that caused my head gasket to blow, because they replaced the fuel filter, the oil filter. And this is a Volkswagen diesel with 100,000 kilometers on the clock, and the head gasket shouldn't blow on that. I had a 2002 Skoda diesel, and that never blew the head gasket. So really annoying. I need to look that up. But yeah, this is what, when I cook, I have to set an alarm. So I just 3 minutes, beep beep beep. I will ignore it for a good 3 minutes, but at least an alarm was going off. Right, so let's try and put this together. At least I've been really good at not getting a 3D resin printer, because I really want one. Nope, I have collected more things to put on Vinted and on eBay. If people just want to buy them, so that I can afford to get my car repaired, and then we can save up for something other stuff. But yeah. At least, now that, if for a long time when I was a kid, or even when I was younger, it's like, why am I like this? It's like, now I know why I'm like this. I'll put these two together. This is also why I have an alarm to feed my cat and an alarm to feed my gecko. And I will not snooze it until I actually done it, because I will not stop it. I will only snooze it until I actually done it, because I know if I switch it off and say, "Oh, I'm going to do it in a minute," I won't do it. I will forget. Of course, the cat will remind me, but the gecko won't. Yeah, I need to get... the problem is I live in Poland and I do not speak the language well. So to get a diagnosis properly... I mean, I have my neurodivergent or autism. Back then they called it Asperger's, but we don't use that one anymore. The neurodivergent one, but not the ADHD one. Because back then, and we're going back about 15 years, they said that if you have neurodivergency, you can't have ADHD. Back then, that was this idea that you couldn't have both. We now know that's bollocks, but, you know. But I would like to know how it would be if the medication would work on me, because... Alright. Right. One layer there. Yeah, well, this is the thing. I mean, I'm a little bit older than I look. And when I was in school, this wasn't known at all. So I, still managed to get a decent, because hyperfixation and being able to study, for a long time because they considered me smart. I didn't get a diagnosis, so I didn't get my diagnosis until I was in my 30s. Of course, by then I largely finished with all the schools that I did. So that's back then. It was like, no, you can't have that if you have that. So and then I spoke to a friend of mine. We went for dinner, and I was telling her about that I was actually being good because I wanted the 3D resin printer, and I've been wanting one for a long time. But I decided that I need to cut out some of the hobbies that I have that I don't do anymore. So I cleared out all my yarn, about 3.5 kilos worth of yarn, and sent it to a friend of mine who still knits, ex-friend now. And literally just, I stopped sewing lycra, so I started selling all my lycra, and I need to clear out this room behind me that you can't see because of the green screen until I have space to put a table down to put an actual 3D resin printer on. So I've been really strict with myself to do that. And she's like, how many hobbies do you have? And I'm like, how long do you have? And she's like, you are the classic case of ADHD. And I said, well, back then I was diagnosed with autism neurodifferential ASD, and they said I couldn't have ADHD because they don't go together. And she says, oh, they do. I'm like, right, okay. But now I live in a country where I need someone that is very confident in English to be able to speak and for me to be able to diagnose, because I go to the doctors here that speak English because I have private insurance here. However, being able to understand English, but also being able to understand deeply, they can understand what I'm saying, doesn't mean that they will understand all the deeper meanings behind all the things. It's a difference. I mean, English is not my first language, but I kind of been speaking it for so long now, not being in the Netherlands where I'm from, that for me English is my main language now. So, an ad starts in 30 seconds. Alright, okay. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I've tried to, at the moment, I'm trying to keep it to cosplay, resin, because I do just normal, epoxy resin casting, sewing, but then now I'm adding Funko Pop and Monster High doll customization, because just added another interest. You know. It's like... But yeah, I'm trying to be good now. Because I'm more aware. I mean, once you... For me, I want to get the diagnosis to A, to have actually confirmation. But B, also, I do want to try. I've seen so many people say that... Some people, the medication doesn't work. But for some people, they say, I cannot believe how much I got done today since I started the medication. And I really would like that, because there's moments where I know I have shit I need to do. I know there's things I need to do, and I just cannot put myself to do it. I'm literally there like, brain, get up and do stuff. And it's like, only things I have a routine in, like when I go shopping. Routine is the only thing that seems to stick if I have a routine on something. But if I don't, I just can't get shit done. Like, I need to take more pictures to put stuff on Vinted, and it's just... I've done a lot yesterday, and today I just couldn't get it. Couldn't get my brain to do it. Right. No, don't get stuck there. You need to wait. You're not gonna be stuck there yet. Go. My eyesight's getting worse as well. Right. Okay. Again, this swear pattern from cosplay. So we have small, medium, and somewhere on the floor is large. I do think this might be the right size. Right, let's have a look. Because don't forget, it's going to go inside this anyway. I do think this is better size. I need to cut. It's two half square. I need to cut like an area around off. But I need to be careful of the time as well. I need to stop soon. Yeah, I think I need to cut like 2 centimeters maybe off. Let's start with 1.5 centimeters. Ah. About there. Do you think that would work? Okay. Alright, it's making marks, so it's easier to cut it. Alright, so right. Now I wonder as well if we need to make adjustments for the fact that it's quite curved already, it's not flat. It's one of the things why I was trying to do it with like an inset, because that's how it looks like it is, but alright, so cut away from my fingers. Yeah, I need to sharpen it. That's for sure. That's why I make a line, so I know where I have to go. It's not going to be super straight, but yes, battery's low, I know. We're almost streaming for 3 hours, so There we go. Yeah. I do think this is going to be... Yeah. This might work. I think that might work. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's also like he drew her as if straight. It's like, we're not straight. I mean, for reals, but I still feel like it's too big, maybe. It's just unrealistic where you've put them, mate. They don't sit here. I mean... I think that one is... I mean... I need to push it a little bit because it's becoming a little oval. Actually, if I do it this way, hold it this way. It's just such an odd placement on that. I think that works. Still feels like they're too big, they're too bulbous. But that's kind of how it looks. I need to think about that. We've got different sizes now. Let's put the things away. I have to think about this, and because I also need to look at who I'm going to raid. If anybody's streaming for Pooptober at the moment, but I do think this is getting to the right size. It looks more like this one though. It's just because it looks so weird on it. It's like they're far too high up. I do think I'm gonna stick with this one. But yeah. Anyways, let's have a look. Yes, my battery is low. I am aware. No. It's a tag. Booptober. No, there's nobody streaming for Booktober. Charity, can I do that? Charity stream. Orcatober? No. Oh, there's apparently also Wales. As in not Wales, just the country, but Wales as in the animal. Orcatober. Okay. Oh well, okay. Hmm. Oh, Starryside. Are you going live? Let me check. Starting soon, but... Yeah, I'll send you to Surrey. They're doing D&D. Oh, oh, JR! Hey, JR! Oh, 20 months already. Jeez. It's getting there. No, today was my first stream back. Yeah, I got back on Wednesday late because my car broke down. I have a blown head gasket, I suspect. Yeah, exactly. So I won't be buying any cosplay material for a while because I have to figure out how I'm going to pay for that because that's expensive. Especially since I just had a £500, £600 service and replacement of brakes on my car before I left for the Netherlands. So yeah. I've been putting stuff on Vinted. And anything that was been there for like a year, I've been lowering prices and trying to sell them off. So yeah. Yeah, other than that, it was really nice to see my aunt and uncle. The event was alright. Spoke to a lot of people. Whether anything's going to come out of it, I don't know yet. That's another thing that's got on my mind at the moment, but I'll have to discuss that in my brain. But it was nice to spend. So I went to my aunt and uncle on Saturday night, and I left the Tuesday morning. So it was nice spending some time with them. I hadn't seen them since my mum passed, and my cousin came with her partner Nico, and I learned a new card game because my aunt and uncle and they love playing games. They play Yahtzee, Wordle or something like that. And they play a lot of card games as well. So I learned a new card game that was very fun. And just, generally chatting because, you mess at each other sometimes, but you don't really do much. So, but yeah, you just got at the end, because my alarm's going off to feed my cat. But I'll be back on Wednesday. So I'm going to raid Starry. They're playing D&D by the looks of it, with others. So I will do that. So I'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to continue with the Artillery Witch. We got some work done on the armor. But I have to make some decisions on how I'm going to do this. But yeah, have a good weekend, evening and weekend. I'll see you on Wednesday. 6 p.m. your time, 7 p.m. European time. And I will be back to my normal streaming schedule now because I won't have any money to go anywhere. I have a credit card to pay off from my repair of my brakes and the service, and now I have to find out how I'm going to pay for this repair on my car because I can't do without my car where I live. So if only I lived in the center of Warsaw, I'll be able to be without a car, not a problem. I'll be able to save up and see when, but yeah, can't. So anyways, it was still lovely to see you for the short time that you've been here. So, where's he gone? Following. Starry. And then say start raid. So so they're playing D&D. Apparently, they've been there. But Starry's lovely. He is also a cosplayer. Brilliant tailor. He's gone to school for it. So go say hi. Said I'll send you. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back on Wednesday in the evening with my Artillery Witch. We've still got some stuff to do on that. And I'll be back the next week, Saturday again, 4 p.m. my time, 3 p.m. UK time, to continue with the chest armor. Because we do get somewhere. We are getting somewhere. So, we're going. So anyways, I go feed my cat before she's coming and getting me. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Laters.